In the world of football, some moments transcend the game itself. They become etched in history, replayed for generations, and define the careers of legends. Today, we're rediving deep into the story of a player whose name is synonymous with greatness. Cristiano Ronaldo. We're not just looking at goals, we're looking at the goals that changed football. The moments that cemented his legacy as one of the greatest of all time. Let's rewind to 2009. The Puskás Award is born, an honor for the most beautiful goal of the year. Who else but Cristiano Ronaldo would be its first ever recipient? The stage was the Champions League quarter, Manchester United against Porto. Ronaldo, from a staggering 40 yards out, unleashed a thunderbolt. A rocket. It wasn't just a long shot, it was an act of sheer audacity and power. The ball traveled at over 64 miles per hour, leaving the goalkeeper with absolutely no chance. This wasn't just a goal to win a crucial tie, it was a statement. It was Ronaldo announcing to the world that he could produce magic from anywhere, at any time. This goal set the standard for what a great goal truly is. It wasn't just about technique, it was about the moment, the pressure, and the sheer disbelief it created. It's a goal that every Puskás winner since has been measured against. Fast forward a few years, Ronaldo is now the king of Real Madrid, wearing the iconic number 7 shirt. The year is 2012, and the rivalry with Barcelona is at its peak. El Clásico. Camp Nou is a fortress, a cauldron of noise and pressure. Real Madrid hadn't won the league title in years, and this match was the decider. With the score tied at 1-1 and the title on the line, the moment arrived. Mesut Özil played a perfect through ball, and Ronaldo, with blistering pace, was on it. He rounded the keeper and slotted the ball home, but it was the celebration that shook the world. He stood there, in front of a silenced Camp Nou, and gestured, "Calma. Calma. I am here." It was the ultimate display of confidence under pressure. That goal didn't just win a match, it broke Barcelona's dominance, secured the La Liga title for Madrid with a record-breaking 100 points, and created one of the most iconic celebrations in sports history. The Calma became a symbol of his clutch mentality. Now, let's talk about defying gravity. April 2018. Champions League quarterfinal again. Real Madrid versus Juventus in Turin. Ronaldo had already scored once, but what came next was something out of a video game. Dani Carvajal chipped across into the box. It was a bit behind Ronaldo. Awkward, seemingly impossible. But for Ronaldo, impossible is just a starting point. He launched himself into the air, twisting his body, and connected with a perfect overhead kick. The ball flew into the back of the net. Time stood still. The entire stadium, filled with Juventus fans, rose to its feet in a standing ovation. Even the legendary goalkeeper Gianluigi Buffon could only watch in awe. Zinedine Zidane, his manager and a man who scored one of the greatest volleys ever, held his head in disbelief. This goal wasn't just about athletic brilliance. It was about earning the respect of your rivals on their own turf. It was so spectacular, so perfect, that it arguably played a part in Juventus signing him later that year. They didn't just want to stop him. They wanted him on their side. Every great hero needs a defining international moment. And for Ronaldo, that came at the 2018 World Cup. Portugal versus Spain, a group stage match, but it felt like a final. Ronaldo was on fire, scoring twice to give Portugal a lead. But Spain, the powerhouse, fought back and were leading 3-2 as the clock ticked down. In the 88th minute, Portugal won a free kick just outside the box. It was the last chance. The hopes of a nation rested on his shoulders. He stood over the ball, took his trademark deep breath, and struck it with perfect technique. The ball curled over the wall and dipped viciously into the top corner. A hat-trick completed in the most dramatic fashion possible. It was a masterpiece of skill and nerve. This goal encapsulated his entire career. The big moment, the immense pressure, and the flawless execution to save his country. It proved that even in his 30s, he was still the man for the biggest occasions, capable of carrying his team single-handedly. Let's go back to his early days, a moment that showed the world the player he was about to become. The 2008 Champions League final. Manchester United versus Chelsea in Moscow. A tense, rainy night. In the 26th minute, Wes Brown delivered a cross. Ronaldo, defying his marker, seemed to hang in the air for an eternity before powering a header into the net. This wasn't the brute force of his later goals, but a display of incredible athletic prowess and timing. His legendary leap was born. He outjumped everyone, showing a physical ability that was simply on another level. Although he later missed his penalty in the shootout, this goal was his arrival on the biggest stage of club football. It was his first major final goal, and a sign of the aerial threat he would become throughout his career. It demonstrated that he wasn't just a tricky winger. He was a complete goal-scoring machine, dangerous from any situation. Speaking of headers, how about the one that broke the laws of physics? In 2019, playing for Juventus against Sampdoria, a cross comes into the box, and it looks too high for anyone. But not for Ronaldo. He leaped into the air, reaching a height of 2.56 meters. His feet were higher than the crossbar. He met the ball with immense power, heading it down into the goal. The commentators were screaming. The fans were speechless. It wasn't just a goal. It was a physical marvel. It sparked a worldwide debate, with scientists and sports analysts breaking down the biomechanics of his jump. This goal, scored at the age of 34, was a defiant message to anyone who thought he was past his prime. It showed that his dedication to physical conditioning allowed him to perform feats that younger players could only dream of. It was a testament to his unparalleled professionalism and his relentless desire to push the boundaries of what is possible. Another defining free-kick moment came in 2008 against Portsmouth. This one was different from the curler against Spain. This was raw power and a brand new technique. From 30 yards out, he hit the ball with zero spin. It was the birth of the knuckleball free kick. The ball flew straight and then swerved violently, leaving the goalkeeper completely frozen. Sir Alex Ferguson called it the best free kick he'd ever seen. This goal wasn't just a moment of magic. It was an innovation. Players all over the world started trying to replicate his technique. Ronaldo had literally changed the way players approached dead ball situations. He turned the free kick into a science, a weapon that was just as likely to go in as a penalty. It was a mark of a true trendsetter. And finally, we can't forget his last-minute heroics back at Manchester United. The 2021 Champions League group stage match against Villa. United were struggling, drawing 1-1 at home and staring at a disappointing result. The game entered the 95th minute. The final seconds. A hopeful cross came in. Jesse Lingard nudged it into Ronaldo's path, and from a tight angle, he smashed the ball into the roof of the net. Old Trafford erupted. It was pure emotion, pure drama. This goal symbolized his fairy tale return. It wasn't the most beautiful, but its timing was everything. It proved that his clutch gene was as strong as ever. He was still the savior, the man who could pull victory from the jaws of defeat. It was a reminder that with Ronaldo on the pitch, the game is never over until the final whistle. He is, and always will be, Mr. Champions League. From long-range rockets to gravity-defying headers, from nerve-shredding free kicks to last-gasp winners, Cristiano Ronaldo's goals are more than just statistics. They are stories. They are moments that have defined matches, won trophies, silenced stadiums, and inspired millions. Each one is a chapter in the incredible saga of a player who changed the game forever. Which of these goals is your favorite? Are there any iconic moments we missed? Let us know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and do not forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the greatest moments in football history. We'll see you in the next one.